that dunk on Al Horford. Me mugged him, got teed up for it, and Al Horford gave him that head shake, and then Al Horford just went beast mode on him. And maybe Giannis wasn't expecting that to have to work a little bit more, maybe defensively than he thought. But Al Horford and Grant Williams have done a pretty good job on Giannis the entire series, defensively at least. But Giannis has still been able to make his mark. Obviously, he's a great player, probably the best player in the NBA. And what I think Giannis does so well is he obviously gets to the basket. He's able to get rebounds. Even if you just look at his stat sheet last, 34 points and 18 boards and 5 assists. Now he was 14 to 32 from the field and 0 of 4 from 3. And we talked about on one of our other shows, I think 2 shows ago, his free throws still, man. 6 of 11 from the line. Now he's dipping back into being 55, 60% free throw shooting Giannis. And I think he was 70% in the regular season. And of course, you'd rather be 70%, but I think it's so huge for a guy like Giannis where you can make teams punish you for fouling you because now they don't even want to foul you. Obviously, they don't want to let you dunk the ball. But if they don't want to do either, then they're just defeated. Where I think with his struggles at the free throw line, you're going to start to creep back up to where Giannis was looking a little bit more human and stoppable, where if you are able to foul him, it's considered a win for the defense because you don't have confidence that he's going to go to the line and make them both.
Yeah, and we talked about this before the series started. You know, I had mentioned before that, you know, it's a higher pressure situation. These guys are human, and sometimes that pressure can get to you at the free throw line. But watching how much Giannis has to do against this defense, I'm going to go away from the pressure side and just say the man's exhausted. It's been a while since I played team basketball.
Yeah.
But I do know that I was making free throws better in the first quarter than I was in the fourth quarter when I was absolutely go run a couple wind sprints for a while and see how many free throws you make. Giannis is basically being forced to do that in the fourth quarter where he's been running the whole game. He's absolutely drained. He gets fouled, look, his shots are not outside shots mostly. They're all about 4 feet and inside from the basket. And that's a little bit easier to make even when you are tired. But now to step out 15 feet and hit a free throw, it's not the easiest thing to do in the first place. He's not the best shooter in the second place. Yes, he's gotten better, but I think the mix of the pressure situation and just being exhausted from having to carry all the load for this team, I think it ends up playing a factor for him at the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's pressure at all. This is a guy in Game 6 who went 17 or 18 from the free throw line to win an NBA championship and drop 50 points. So I don't think it's a pressure thing. I think we'd be looking at this series way differently, and even Giannis way differently if they had won and they were up 3-1, because that's just how these things go. You're going to give the guy the benefit of the doubt. So Al Horford, I want to give him his flowers. This was his first 30-point playoff game of his entire career, and it was only his 9th 30-point game of his career, like overall. And for it to be in the spot where he's going 11 of 14, he's playing really good defense on Giannis, and in the playoffs, he's the most efficient scorer. So if you look at like points per possession, Al Horford leads the entire playoffs in that category. So he's been really good, not just this game, but in the playoffs. He was really good in Game 3 as well. The Celtics just ended up losing it.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way.